So we're finding that in terms of privacy directives, organizations are increasingly having to deal with what they do with your data. And governments are starting to regulate that in terms of the burden it places on consumers and the obligations that organizations have to deal with the data in a way that is fair, in a way that protects consumer rights. So what we're seeing is those agreements that ordinarily we assumed, or organizations assumed they could put up on the website and get consent from consumers, are now being challenged. And the EU is basically saying that it's not as necessarily enforceable simply because someone has ticked that box. And there is an onus on us to make sure consumers understand their rights, and particularly in countries like South Africa, literacy is an issue. If some people who are educated can't even make sense of those policies and those things that they're agreeing to, how do we protect people who can't even go that far? So I think that's what governments are trying to do, the dual emphasis of privacy, consumer rights, protecting those rights all the time. What organizations are saying, well, they're relying on the fact that you happen to have ticked the box. Do they know that you've read all the way down, you scrolled how many screens down to the very last end, and that you know that what that agreement really means? What are you signing up to? What are you signing away? What are you agreeing to? So the need to lift that burden from the consumer is real, because if the consumer is agreeing to those things, they need to know that. And organizations, in respect of that, should lift that burden. They should make things clearer. They should reduce the amount of things that people are consenting to. So it's putting back a bit of onus on those organizations who are expecting people to agree to those things.